It's Title Tuesday, here we go. Thoroughbred protects your deal, now you know.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Title Tuesday. I'm Eric, the president of Thoroughbred Title. Last week we covered what title insurance is and how it helps search, clear, and protect a property. This week we're answering a very common question. What is the difference between an owner's policy and a lender's policy? A lender's policy protects the bank. If there's a mortgage, the lender's policy is required. It ensures that the lender's lien is valid and properly recorded. What it does not do is protect the homeowner. That protection comes from the owner's policy, which covers the buyer's ownership interest if a title issue shows up after closing, including legal defense and financial loss. Another key distinction, a lender's policy only lasts as long as the loan. If the mortgage is paid off or refinanced, the coverage ends. An owner's policy continues to protect the homeowner for as long as they own the property, and in many cases, it also protects the buyer's heirs if they later inherit the property. The owner's policy is technically optional, and the buyer should always speak to their attorney about their specific situation. In our market, an attorney is almost always going to advise their client to purchase an owner's policy. In fact, well over 99% of buyers do, because the cost-benefit analysis weighs heavily in that direction. One last point buyers often don't realize: when the owner's policy and lender's policy are issued simultaneously, the lender's policy is issued at a significant discount. In New York, that discount is 70% off the full loan policy rate. So in short, the lender's policy protects the loan, the owner's policy protects the buyer for as long as the property is owned. We'll see you next week for another Title Tuesday, where we'll talk about title issues that don't always show up clearly in the public record and why they matter.
Connect with Thoroughbred Title at tbtitle.com. Find us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Links are in the first comment.